Hey, it's Chris. Thanks for stopping by. This is just a clip from our full interview, which is available right now on my podcast, Insight with Chris Van Vliet. Click the link down below in the description to give it a listen wherever you get your podcasts. Kevin Sullivan said recently that you missed out on a $400,000 paycheck in WCW. Is there actually fact to that?
It was a little more than that, but close enough.
It was a 3-year deal. He said it was a 3-year deal. The downside was 400.
1 year guaranteed, 2 years maybe.
Wow. So what happened here?
They offered me some money. I went down to have a meeting with J.J. Dillon and Kevin Sullivan. They offered me a huge contract, and I was shitting my pants. So I said, let me take this back to my hotel and read it. And Kevin goes, read it, just sign it. I said, I have to read it. But really, I wanted to tell my mother before I signed it, just for the hell of it. But when I called my mother, she had a heart attack on the phone before I could tell her. So I hung up the phone and flew right home. And then I was in intensive care with my mother. And I called him from the ICU unit and called Kevin Sullivan and said, okay, I got that contract. I'm going to fax it over to you now. He goes, too late. We're being sued. Matter of 6 hours, my contract, lost the contract in 6 hours.
Yeah, unbelievable.
I can't even believe that's true.
That's true. Yeah.
Why would they take the contract away so quickly?
Well, all it was Paulie calling up the WCW office and threatening to sue. That's all it took for them to get away, to drop me.
Wow.
Yeah.
So then where did you end up going from there?
I went to Japan, everywhere else, everywhere. And then eventually WWE,
Yeah.
I just went everywhere else.
Do you think that the character that you had would have worked in WCW? Would you have been this massive star that Kevin Sullivan's talking about?
I hope so. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'd like to think so too.
Well, see, Kevin liked my gimmick. He was going to give me a guy that could talk for me, and even a guy of my choice, a manager of my choice, and a few other luxuries. And I just freaked out so bad I had to tell my mother first, and it was a mistake.
Yeah.
Well, the bad news was the heart attack.
Well, yeah, that was worse than losing the contract with my mother's heart attack. But that gave her 10 more years of life after that.
Wow. Who do you think your manager would have been in WCW?
I wanted Tommy Rich. It might have been Fonzie, but I wanted Tommy Rich because we're so opposite.
So that's the WCW contract
situation.
What happened with the WWF contract a few years before that?
That was only a 1-year deal, and there wasn't much money. And they said they were going to keep Sabu the way he was in the ECW. But when I got there, they took Paul out of the booking. After a couple months, they took Paul Heyman out of the booking, and I had no one else in the booking meeting that had my back. So one day I said to Dusty Rhodes, I go, why am I getting the shit kicked out of me, in the ring? He goes, you don't have no friends in the booking meeting. I said, what? And I looked at him as if he's one of my friends. And he goes, like I said, you had no friends in the booking meeting, and walked away.
That's pretty harsh. Yeah, pretty harsh.
So if you don't have somebody, you got to kiss somebody's ass, an agent's ass, for them to bring your name up in the booking meeting. They go, we need somebody to do this. They go, hey, how about somebody I know? But there's nothing to do that. They just throw you to the wayside.